What's up, guys? It's Paladin Null. I'm here with my friend CPQ.
Hi.
And this is gonna be...
Is it gonna show?
Oh, hold on. No, I mean, they can hear the sound, but they... There it is.
Hey.
It took it a second for the capture to start. Ace Academy. But it's not just any old Ace Academy. We're playing DnDating Sim.
Yee yee, mofos.
I have a D20 here.
Should I download the thing for uneven numbers?
Sure. So, in DnDating Sim, because it's been a while since we've done this, we have rules in DnDating Sim.
Sorry.
One of those rules is that all decisions are made via dice roll.
But do we have to do DnDating Sim? What if we really like a girl?
I feel like we should at least DnDating Sim at the beginning, because we don't know what we're doing.
That's fair.
Besides, I think it's hilarious to see what happens at the end of DnDating Sim. Because we
fair.
only do DnDating Sim halfway through and then give up on it because we decide we like somebody.
That's fair.
I'd rather just DnDating Sim the whole time and hope. Like, even if we really, really like somebody, I sure hope we actually get to date that person.
That's fair.
Oh no, we're dating our school rival. Oh no. But without further ado, let's get the game started.
I mean, it's not like Doki Doki Literature Club where I just replay it over and over and over and over and over again.
And we did DnDating Sim that game too. We just happened to get,
Not best girl. You were very disappointed.
But anyway,
Wondering.
let's start.
It was Sayori, in case you were wondering.
Welcome to Ace
And then
Academy.
Yuri, we didn't even date
Let's
our
get a
best
few
girl.
things set up for you. Enter the male MC's first name.
Kevin.
I was gonna go with Zesty, but Kevin is consistently.
Kevin is our classic.
Kevin is
DnDating
consistently the DnDating Sim character name. The MC's last name,
Sim. Oh,
Mick
shit.
Kevin.
Stabby McMurder face.
Kevin McKevin is our main character.
I hate it.
We're starting off great.
Oh my
Proceed
no.
as Kevin. Oh, I spelled hold on. I spelled the second Kevin wrong. Kevin.
Can it not be McWeeaboo?
No, it's got to be Kevin McKevin.
Fine.
Kevin
Okay.
McKevin is so good. No, it's too
not.
late.
It's not.
It's too late.
It's not good.
We're done. He's Kevin McKevin now. Please select Kevin's main characteristics. Is he athletic? Is he intelligent? Or is he intuitive? Well, it's our first roll.
Well, you're not gonna read it first?
I guess I go. Speed and endurance come naturally to me, and I'm always looking for new ways to improve my strengths. I can hold my own in a fight and react quickly in tough situations. Or intelligent. Knowledge is power. I excel in academic studies and can pick up new things quickly. Exams are a breeze, even with little to no studying. And then I become pretty depressed once I get to college.
Oh. Oh, I thought I said that.
No.
Anyway, I have my D3 ready.
All right. Intuitive. Do they look stressed? What's their body language like? What are they really trying to say? I've always had a knack for reading people and their emotions. Give me some numbers.
I'm gonna go 2, 1, 3.
So 2, 1, and the far one over there is 3.
Yeah.
All right.
1. All right. So intelligent. We are intelligent.
We are intelligent.
All right.
The game will make sound here in a second. That's it. Good luck at Ace Academy.
That's it.
That was the start.
That's it. That's all we choose
Attention passengers.
Oh shit! It has voice acting.
about it. Oh, okay.
We will be arriving at our destination shortly. Please ensure you have all your belongings prior to exiting.
I
I forgot the Kevin voice.
Huh? Something strikes my cheek. I turn away from the window and see a small hand beside me. Nikki. I glance at her sleeping form. She was always a bit of a restless sleeper. I move her hand back to her side, not as gently as I could have done it. We were almost there. She may as well wake up. She stirs and stretches with a wide yawn, hitting me in the face again. That one she must have done on purpose.
Oh, hey, bro. Looks like I dozed off there.
Should we turn voices
Did you
off?
sleep well?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to read 6 people again if if I turn it off.
Oh, we got another one.
All right, number them.
Bottom to top, 1, 2, 3.
Shit.
Revenge! I glance at her out of the corner of my eye and stretch just as widely, catching her on the cheek.
Hey!
Nikki, I forgot about Kevin.
Oh no.
She swats back at me, but I just laugh.
That's actually our sister.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Rude.
The sun shines in my eyes, catching my attention. The sky is ablaze with deep reds and orange as the sun creeps towards its reflection on the glittering ocean. A soft breeze ripples the trees beyond the coast, and the leaves seem to wave goodbye to us as we race past.
Doesn't it look like something out of a fairy tale?
No. There's a smile on her lips, but her warm eyes search my own. After a moment, she looks down and slinks back into her chair.
That's the face she's making.
Oh, just
You know, you didn't have to come too. You were already in your first year at CINY, and, well, you didn't have to come too.
great. Back I go then. That's what big brothers are for. Someone has to take care of you. Give us. We're gonna do top to bottom this time.
One.
Yes. Great. Back I go then. That's a relief. I'll just wait for this train to turn around then, and I'll take the first flight back to the States. Her eyes grow wide and she bites her lip, trying to keep the worry out of her face. I can't help but laugh. We're starting over here, a new life. There's no way I'd let you go do that alone.
I hate the Kevin voice for this for this guy.
Relief floods her face as she smiles. But more importantly, I heard Japanese college girls are total babes. Nikki's smile stays, but she rolls her eyes.
You're ridiculous.
Emphasis on
We
the
have
dick.
arrived at Izokaze
Yes.
Station. Please stand clear of the doors.
Oh, that's our stop. Come
That's
on.
a really nice train, plane thing we're flying on.
Bum bum. It's like a bullet train, yeah. As we exit the train, I am bombarded with a cacophony of noise. A businessman walks briskly past, talking sternly on his phone, while a nearby mother tries in vain to soothe her screaming child.
Oh my god. So, I'm sorry. Let me finish this one first.
A group of older women sneak quick glances at us and whisper amongst themselves. Every so often they burst into laughter.
Okay, so a family friend came into the store today that I work in, the grocery store that I work in, and I'm one of the little girl's favorites. She's like 3 years old. I'm one of her favorite people. So I pick her up, right, to help put her in her in the buggy, right, so her mom can push her around. And she starts screaming and kicking, and I'm like, okay, it happens, it happens. After about 10 seconds of screaming, I realize this is not getting better. She's only getting more violent, and I put her down because I'm like, I don't look like this child. This looks like a stranger is attacking this child. So I like quickly put her down and step away. And her mom's like, it's fine. I'm like, I don't want people to hate this store because I don't look like your child. Anyway, the child got what she wanted, but
Which was to be put down?
which was to push the baby buggy instead of being put in a big buggy. Because we have like little baby buggies.
Yeah.
Like the little bitty babies.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. I was like, oh, I don't look like this child. I should put it down. The end.
A good story.
Sorry.
Nikki eagerly steps off the train and breathes in the cool air.
That's more like it.
I realize we are blocking the...
The text. The text we
Let's
were
just move
blocking.
this up here. There we are. Hello. We're in the top corner now.
Ooh, I'm not excited about this girl. I'm not a fan of the whole I'm in love with my big brother kind of thing.
So, in the Steam reviews, they very clearly pointed out your sister is not a dateable option.
Okay, good.
Your sister is simply here as a plot point.
Okay, she's the one who gets us to this point.
Well, we both are supposed to be going here.
Okay. We're just not freshmen.
Yes,
She's doing like a college tour kind of thing.
I think so. I think she
Okay.
might actually be going to like a high school, and we're going to college here.
Okay.
That's all I know about the game so far. I just know the one bad review on Steam was that you couldn't date your sister, and I was like,
Oh.
that's not a bad thing. What the fuck is your problem? Hold on. I just realized I need to set our limiter a little bit lower.
Why?
Because I'm loud as fuck.
You are. You really are.
There we go. So now,
Dying.
no matter how loud I get, we never hit the red zone, so our volume should be
nice.
fine now.
Nice.
That's what that limiter does. That wasn't on the old OBS. That's new.
That is nice.
She glances back at me and puts her hands on her hips.
Hurry up, Slowpoke.
Struggling with the weight of both our luggage, I stumble off the train. The suitcases fall ungracefully beside me to the platform. It's a good thing there's nothing fragile in here.
Sure hope not.
Offering to carry both of our bags no longer seems like such a good idea. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. I take a moment to stretch my burning limbs. You see Uncle Kaito yet?
Not yet.
Is this a comparison
When
with
were
your
we
real
supposed
voice
to
and
meet
your thought voice, Paladin? Is this all teenage boy thought process versus voice?
6:30-ish? Looks like he's running a bit late. Probably traffic. A few minutes of scanning, a familiar face appears out of the crowd.
Uncle Kaito.
Oh my god, his face is so long. It is so long. Why is his face so long? It's so long, Paladin. His mouth is right here. This right here is his mouth, Paladin. That is his mouth, and this is his nose.
His face splits in a wide grin. His nose is actually in a roughly the appropriate spot, but his eyes are up here where his eyebrows should be. And his mouth is where, the bottom of his chin should be.
Hoo boy.
To Japan.
Oh, thanks.
Nikki giggles at Kaito's English.
Hello, my name is Nikki.
Hero!
Oh boy.
Uncle Kaito speaks fluent English. Hey, or what the fuck? So that's one dividable by even numbers. I can roll that.
Oh, you can.
Give me some numbers. It's divided into 5. So 1 to 5,
2, 3,
6 to.
2, 3, 4, 1. Oh wait, right, shit.
Just give me bottom, low, high, top. Just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll figure it out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
From the top, bottom.
Yeah.
Nope. I forgot. With my mat here, the rolls are better. 10 puts us squarely in second option. So hero.
Oh boy.
Why hero there? They both stare at me. What?
Can't say that. That's offensive.
Oh boy.
You two are just doing the same
You
thing.
have quite a bit to learn, kiddo.
Nikki crosses her arms and nods in agreement. What did I do wrong?
Oh my god. Heard you a hunger.
A loud grumble interrupts us.
Sorry.
Uncle Kaito roars with laughter.
Let's get some food in you.
A hero there.
Oh my god.
So bad.
I thought it was just gonna be hero. Yeah, you should feel bad.
Welcome home.
As one fancy house. This place is the opposite of the cozy yet cramped apartment I expected. Instead, I feel like I've just walked onto the cover of a home decor magazine.
You guys hungry? Dinner should be here
I
soon.
hate it so much.
Sweet. What are we having?
Well, I figured it'd be good to expose you to some true Japanese cuisine.
Which is...
Sushi, of course. 100% bona fide nigiri sushi tomaki sushi.
Sushi. Sounds good, or damn it, I hate raw fish.
forgot. You didn't name a thing.
I didn't do numbers. It's gonna be middle, bottom, top.
3.
Sushi! Great, I love sushi. Kaito
Your
grins.
American sushi can't even begin to compare to the authentic stuff. By the
I'm sure
way,
it
your
can.
drinks came in a few days ago. I put them in your rooms. Why don't you two go upstairs and start unpacking while I get dinner
So we're
ready?
gonna be here for a year for your school.
For school, yeah, I think so.
Why are we in Japan?
Because that's where the Mech Academy is.
But like, are we Japanese or
Oh, this is our uncle, but
is our uncle Japanese? He's brunette. He does not have black hair.
he's also named Kaito.
That is fair and valid. I feel like either our mom or our dad is white.
But yeah, not
Unless he's like, you know, a god uncle.
yeah, like we just call him uncle, but he's like
Like
that
how-
one.
how-
He's that one friend that went to the American college and
Like
became
how-
friends with
How
our
our
parents.
babies will call your friends Uncle Nathan and Uncle Shelton.
Yes. Nikki nods and we head upstairs together. The hallway upstairs is narrower than the one back home, but Kaito's house is not small. Nikki heads into the first room on the right. My room is right beside hers, and Kaito's is further down the hall. Even with all the boxes lying around, I'm surprised by how spacious my room is. It might even be larger than my dorm room at CINY.
Something New York, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I head over to the wall and sit on the edge of my bed. Thank goodness Kaito had the beds made before we arrived. I don't even remember which box holds my linens. Maybe this one? I pull the nearest box toward me and rip open the top. Just clothes in here. May as well start putting some of this away though. I've just emptied the box when Kaito's voice echoes from downstairs.
Hey guys, Boots here!
After dinner, hashtag anime time skip.
I'm
Apparently
stuffed.
the encoder is overloaded.
What does that mean?
That just means that I have my encoder set pretty high. I can change it midstream. Let's see here.
I cut myself when I was trying to cut your bacon.
I just
today.
need to set this to
It hurts a lot.
6,000 instead of 6,500. There we go. That should make it better.
This doesn't make it better. I'm in pain.
Om nom nom, or I'm feeling full too.
Even odd.
Even odd. That's an odd. That's a 7. So I'm feeling full too. Ditto. Kaito eats the last piece of sushi and washes it down with some green tea.
That hits the spot.
Like the weeaboo he is.
There's a difference between green tea and matcha.
Kaito leans back in his chair, resting his hands behind his head.
So, what was CINY like?
What does CINY stand for?
I don't know yet.
Tell us, Uncle. Tell us.
The usual. Exams, a messy dorm room, a part-time job.
And you still managed to save enough money to buy yourself a bike.
True, I could have bought it sooner if maintaining a gear wasn't such a money sink. I'm assuming that's my mech.
Oh, you're still using your original gear?
Yep.
Is it getting you trouble? You should probably replace it if it needs that many fixes.
Everyone says that, but when I think about all that time I spent with Dad, I'm not ready to put those memories aside. Especially now that they can never be replaced.
What?
Our dad's dead.
Oh, right.
Dad dead.
Dad, Dad.
There's trope number 1.
I'm fixing everything. I'm gonna get all situated again because I'm chilly. Give me another couple of drinks. I will be warm again.
Dad was great at what he did. I know there's still plenty of fight left in that mech. I guess, but Dad and I worked on it together. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into it, and I'm not quite ready to give it up with all that hard work.
It's true. Especially that one time when Butterfingers here dropped the torch. Remember that? There was a lot of blood.
Nikki!
He smiles.
She smiles sweetly at me.
What? Just backing you up, big bro.
Uncle Kaito laughs.
I understand. It should be arriving at the academy any day now. All you'll have to
Can
do
we
is present the proper
turn off
ID to
all the
claim.
voices, or can we turn off specific voices, you think?
I have no clue.
Because if we can turn off specific voices, I would be fine with voicing specific characters. I don't want to voice every female character.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Uncle Kaito jumps to his feet and grabs something off a nearby shelf. He returns with a packet of papers, which he hands to Nikki.
There are your transfer papers. They're already filled out, and
Okay,
all the docs you need are in there. All you
So,
have to do is
We're
hand this to the headmaster
transferring.
first thing
Why the
tomorrow
fuck are we
morning.
here?
Okay. Thanks, Uncle.
Here,
He hands each of us a SIM card.
put these SIM cards into your phones. I've already added credit to them to start you off.
Cool, we don't have to worry about overseas plans.
Kaito
Nice.
looks over at
And you
me.
took care of your transfer stuff?
Okay.
I nod.
Great.
I pop the new SIM card into my phone. After a moment of waiting, the phone boots up to an empty contacts list. I quickly exchange numbers with Nikki and Uncle Kaito. I can add the rest of my old contacts later.
Don't hesitate to call me if you need anything.
We won't. The conversation lulls into a silence. Hey, Nikki, we should probably unpack a bit before the jet lag takes over.
Good idea.
You don't get jet lag going in that direction. Well,
You
It
will
depends.
tomorrow morning.
it depends on how they got there. If they continued to go all the way east, they would not get jet lag. But the fastest way to Japan is actually west, so they probably do have jet lag.
Probably. Or at least they will in a minute.
You get jet lag following the sun. It's weird, because basically you spend an entire day at like almost the exact same time point.
All right. Don't stay up too late, though. You both have a long day ahead
Even
of you
coming
tomorrow.
from New York, it's faster?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you probably transfer to California,
That's fair.
and then you transfer from California to Japan. That's still
fair.
the fastest way, because you're not transferring over all of Asia.
That's fair.
We excuse ourselves from the table and head upstairs.
These sound effects, though. I like these shelves. They're nice shelves. They're good
Encoding
Gundam
is still being
shelves.
overloaded. It says use a lower setting. I don't know how that could
Where
be.
is it telling you that?
It says it down here every now and again.
Oh.
It's not often,
just a
so
flash
it's,
up?
yeah, it just pops
Pop-up
up and it
thing?
says like, hey, your encoding is kind of fucked. And I go, I don't give a shit. Just keep doing your job, computer. And I wonder why my computer breaks all the time. I'm constantly breaking it. All right, time to unpack. Oh, things are just forming in the room.
Oh, okay. I missed that because I was going to look us up on YouTube and see how we were looking.
I managed to put most of my things away before I'm
You
interrupted.
done unpacking yet?
Oh, look at those PJs.
Oh, she's so cute. Look at those
It's
bunnies.
always weird when characters blink in dating sims to me. Yeah, I know it
Same.
shouldn't be, but it's always weird.
You know what I hate about women's clothing? Not even women's clothing. About girls' clothing. Most of the bust line is across the nipples or just under the nipples. That needs to be a couple inches lower. Like, oh my god, it makes me cringe when I look at children's clothing sometimes. Like, some of it looks good, some of it does, but then some of it, the under bust line, the seam is across the nipples, and it just hurts me. Because most girls' dresses have that strong, like lacy kind of stuff. But it's more like not even, what is the,
You're talking about like the specific material they use in the actual like seaming, or
you know the stuff they use for tutus?
yes.
That's the kind of lace they use for girls' dresses. That's what's in the seam
Yep.
across their nipples.
Well, clearly they should be wearing
Even-
training bras.
Even when you're 5 years old, that hurts.
Well, clearly they're
That
just not
shit
wearing
hurts.
enough clothing. They should be wearing more clothing.
They should
That
be
wouldn't
wearing
a
more
problem.
clothing because they're fucking sluts apparently.
Shouldn't say that. Even joking, I shouldn't say that.
That's fair. As a woman,
No, I was about to say those slutty 5-year-olds.
Oh, I mean,
I shouldn't say that regardless.
I can say that as a woman because it sounds like satire, but you can't say that.
I can't say that because
it does not sound like
satire.
Yeah, because you're a white male. It sounds like a satire when it comes out of my mouth.
And
so
I don't want to be considered a prevert.
So I'll just say it. Those slutty 5-year-olds. You're welcome.
Almost.
I'll say whatever
But
jokes
hey,
you need me to make you
what
not
do you
sound
think about this
sexist.
whole uniform thing? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Uniforms aren't weird.
I mean, if you've never worn a uniform in your life, it's gonna be kind of weird to wear one.
I guess uniforms are nice because you are gonna spill that if you start pouring right now. Stop. Let it die. Die down a little bit more. You're being impatient, and it will be your folly. She shifts uncomfortably from one foot to the other. Oh, we got another roll.
Yeah.
Well, it's 3.
I got another one.
Oh, there's an option. It'll be like one of my Japanese animes.
Just put that one.
No, we have to roll.
Why?
Because it's DnDating Sim and everything is a roll.
God. Number them.
Top to bottom.
Oh.
You think activated because you were listening to us?
Sorry. Top to bottom?
Top to bottom.
3.
Yes!
Yes! It was 1 and 2 the first time, so I'm glad that it didn't count those first 2 times.
Just like one of my Japanese. Are you kidding? It'll be great. Just like all those girls in short skirts. And those perfectly trimmed updrafts, perfectly timed updrafts revealing cute, colorful panties.
I'm wearing gray panties.
Ow!
I'm not cute
For
at all.
such a small girl, she sure packs a punch. Nikki size.
You're hopeless. Oh,
You're
I almost
shoeless.
forgot. What kind of uniform do you have to wear anyway? I mean, mine's normal, but you're going to Ace Academy?
Roll credits.
I'm wearing gray underwear and a nude bra. I am as boring as I can get.
I think I'm wearing my own.
Wait, I'm not even wearing. I'm wearing. Y'all saw it. I'm wearing my black lacy bra. My default in my mind is my nude bra because I wear that every day to work.
I shrug. The dress code says something about distinguishing the students in the pilot program from the rest of the student body. The pilots wear teal markings to indicate their program.
Ooh, that sounds good. You transferred directly into their pilot program, right?
It's not a big deal. I'm just, only the smartest student around.
I really want that set of pajamas.
I heard that program's hard to get into, but I never doubted you.
They don't make those
I
pajamas
hope
for
they're ready
girls
for
over
you
8.
Because you're going to kick butt.
Kick butt. She's supposed to be in high school, by the way.
I know. They don't make those pajamas for girls over 8 in America. But here's the thing.
Thanks, sis.
Here's the thing. 14-year-old Japanese girls are the same size as American 8-year-olds.
The clock on my nightstand flashes 11 p.m., which is not accurate as they typically use military time.
So she's at least half Japanese.
I guess we would still be on American. We would still be using AM PM. I think it's time to go to bed.
What? Already?
It's fucking 11. I gently herd her out of my room.
But it's not that
Yeah,
late.
it's not that I need to masturbate or anything. As a 16-year-old boy.
Now we're in college.
Oh, as a 20-year-old boy.
Come on, you don't want to be falling asleep in class now, do you? She pouts, and I'm worried she'll continue to argue, but she just mumbles something incoherent and turns toward her room. Good night.
Night.
Night. She's so cute. I'm so glad that we can't date her.
I return to my mess of boxes and try to organize them into something resembling a neat pile.
Every time I remember that we cannot date her, I like her even more.
The fear of having to end up dating her slowly dissipates over time.
Makes me very happy.
I return.
Now, if we can date the uncle, I'll be scared again. But I have a feeling we won't do that.
I return to my mess of. Oh wait, I've already read that.
Sorry.
As I reach for the last box, a picture frame falls to the ground with a loud clatter. My heart tightens in my chest as I snatch it up and inspect it for any fractures. It's a picture of my dead father because we haven't hammered this plot point home hard enough.
Are you sure it's not Hatsune Miku?
Like in my sweet
Hatsune
Japanese
Miku.
animes. It's unharmed.
Hatsune Miku.
Yeah,
It's
our mom's
Boruto.
Japanese.
It's Boruto.
It is Boruto. We are Boruto. Even better that our character's name is Kevin McKevin.
Naruto McKevin.
I run a finger over our smiling faces. Me, Nikki, Naruto, and Hinata. Sorry, I read that backwards. Hinata and Naruto. We were at the fair, and Nikki wanted to ride the roller coaster. I remember Hinata and I had just argued over something stupid before the picture was taken, but you'd never be able to tell from the photo. Hinata always looked so poised and together. I placed the frame beside my computer, trying to ignore the lump in my throat. It was sushi. Yeah, I was having an allergic reaction. I lay on my bed and close my eyes, but my thoughts refuse to quiet.
God, you're such a dork.
Eventually, my exhaustion takes over, and I fall asleep among the tangle of questions and what-ifs running through my mind. What if I had actually passed that test in 4th grade? What if frogs had wings? What if...
What if I hadn't slapped that guy in the 11th grade and then my mom made me apologize to him even though I didn't really mean it?
Questions like those.
Yeah, fuck that guy, by the way. In the ass with a cactus whose needles have been dipped in arsenic. Fuck that guy.
In a while.
I know, and I felt like I needed to.
Is this our alarm clock?
It's totally your alarm clock. Anyway, you don't call my friends a fat hippo and get away with it.
Unless...
My mom makes me apologize.
No. Unless they
She's
are...
into that.
Oh, well, I was about to say, they are currently cosplaying...
As Gloria?
As Gloria from Madagascar,
That's
yes.
fair. That is fair. She's into that.
Exactly that.
Yes.
Because if you go...
That-
if
that
you-
is the only-
If you see somebody dressed up as Gloria from that, you go, holy shit, I like them big,
I like 'em
chunky.
chunky!
You freak out.
We need to watch both. I have both of the movies. I don't have the third one because it's not nearly as good, but I have the first two.
Soft sunlight filters... Sorry, I turned into fucking Deckard Cain there for a second. Soft sunlight filters through my window, warming my cheek.
Little
The distant-
hint of not Chris Abbott, Christopher Walken. Just a hint of Christopher Walken in
You know,
there.
if I wanted to be Christopher Walken, the distant melodies of bird songs is nearly drowned by the annoying blare of my alarm.
No, that's the tempo you had. You had that tempo with the previous voice.
Deckard Cain. You know the easiest way to do a Deckard Cain voice?
How?
You say Herodric Cube.
Herodric Cube.
Now add a little bit more bass to it.
Herodric Cube.
Now make yourself sound frail.
Herodric Cube.
You're not that far off. Herodric Cube. Deckard Cain sounds like...
Oh my god.
It's my
It's
activation
gonna
phrase
be one of those
for...
streams, you guys.
It's my activation
Glad
phrase.
I put my hair up.
It is my activation phrase for,
Glad I put my hair up.
No. Not on the stream. Stop it.
Turn, Paladin. Turn.
Stop.
Oh, shit. I spilled drink down my pants.
You deserve it.
I did deserve it. I'm gonna get...
That
get a
can't be
paper
right,
towel.
can it? Yes, it can. Time to get up or commence operation. 5 more minutes.
Odd even.
Odd even.
Mm-hmm. My foot is wet.
14. Activate the sequence. I smash the snooze button and am rewarded with blissful silence.
What a mood.
Just 5 more minutes and I'll be ready to face the world. 45 minutes pass.
What a fucking mood.
That
snoozed.
could not have been 5 minutes. Why do you hate me, clock? Almost up, Z, or okay, time to go?
Even odd.
Even odd? Even. Time to go. Fine, I'll get up now. If I stay here any longer, I might never leave.
What a mood.
That's how depression gets you.
Oh shit, you're right.
Don't let depression take you, kicking and screaming.
Yeah. Fucking...
I saw a post today that was great.
If depression is gonna kill me, it's gonna do it itself. It's not gonna make me do its dirty work.
One of my favorite things that I saw recently was, I refuse to die until things get better. That's a threat.
I like that. That's a good one. I haven't seen that in a while. That's a good one.
Mustering willpower and determination, I
Filled
heave,
with determination.
I heave myself out of my warm bed. My warm bed, I will miss you so. Mornings and I have never really been seen eye to eye, and I stumble around my room as animated as a zombie. I automatically throw my things into my bag and hope that I've gotten everything I need.
Is that right there? That is the prettiest girl. She won't let me scratch her anymore because she's itchy herself, but...
I think I have. If I haven't, I guess I'll find out at school. I finished dressing myself in jeans and a t-shirt, and am about to go downstairs when I notice the dark uniform laying over my chair.
Is she not the dork uniform?
Whose idea was it to force everyone into uniforms anyway?
This is a really bad font. I just realized how bad this font is for you.
Because of my dyslexia.
And I am so sorry that I'm not the one reading any of this bullshit.
I sigh and slip into my uniform.
If it makes you happy, we can turn off the voices.
I can't even remember the last time I needed a tie or a suit jacket. Or even slacks. It's not about needing them, it's about wanting them. Have some class. Well, whatever. Feeling a little more like a living person, I grab my bag and head downstairs. I take my morning shot of heroin and I'm out the door.
I'm so glad that we've changed from polos to t-shirts at work because, like, I don't wear makeup, and yesterday my eyes were just so sunken in from my hangover. I'm just so glad I wore...
You were very drunk.
Oh, I was so drunk. Let me... Okay,
Drunk enough that we were planning on starting this game on Tuesday,
we were...
but we didn't because
did
you
not.
were so drunk.
And I am so sorry.
I do have Tuesday again. I have Tuesday off again next week,
For the
but
next...
I work Wednesday 2 to 9.
Oh, that's weird.
It is very weird. Schedule's been weird lately.
I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
Stifling a yawn, I saunter. That's a beautiful word for what I'm about to do. Saunter into the kitchen and see Nikki at the table nibbling on some toast. She's really getting into this late for anime school thing. She sees me enter, and I face her, and her face lights up.
Time out. Okay, so I was so drunk that night that here is the caption for my my daily e-girl dancing video. So I make a
Oh, I saw it. You sent it
Yeah.
to me.
I did. I sent the video to you.
I think so.
Anyway.
You sent it to me on. Well, you sent it to me.
I tagged
on-
you in it.
You tagged me in it, and I saw the video.
So on TikTok, every day I post a video of me e-girl dancing, which is the me dancing. I just call it e-girl dancing because that's what most people see it as.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hashtag e-girl dancing every day, day 45. Hashtag Paladin Knoll watched me with a Barbie movie. No, not even. Hashtag day 45 at Paladin Knoll watched me with a Barbie move.
With a Barbie move.
With a Barbie move.
And that's there, immortalized forever. Go follow. What's your? It's
At EnvyChan.
Yeah, EnvyChan. That's what it was.
But yesterday's was
Good,
much
you're up.
funnier.
just
Yesterday's
about
was
to go get you.
actually entertaining. And I got 2 whole likes on it.
Very nice. You just look up at the thing and walk away.
It's the reality check one.
Mm.
The Ayo reality check.
Well, I'm
I
here.
need toast. Want some?
Mm-hmm. I sit down at the table, but she just
It's
laughs.
in the toaster. Go get it yourself.
How dare you!
Who
You
fucking leaves their toast
sniveling
in the
pest!
toaster?
What?
Who fucking leaves their toast in the toaster? Why don't you just... If you're over there already, just put it on a fucking paper towel and drop it on the table. What the hell?
Grumbling, I pick up the toast from the toaster and take a bite. How do you pick up toast from the toaster? That sounds weird. No, Uncle Kyle.
You
You
go.
already left for work.
For some reason, my brain said pick up the toaster and dump it onto.
Doop.
Hmm.
Pardon me.
I'm enjoying this silence when Nikki sidles up to me
Hey,
wearing
Paladin,
a
you know what
playful grin.
mistake we fucking made?
What?
Instead of Kevin McKevin, we should have been Kevin McLeod.
Kevin McLeod?
Like from Home Alone.
Oh, no. Kevin McKevin it is. Because it's basically Bodie McPokeface. We should have been
Stabby McMurder.
We should have been Kevin
We
McKev
should have been
Kevface.
Stabby McMurder.
Kevin McKevface.
Can we change it?
No. It's too late now.
I mean, we
We're
could
Kevin
always do it
McKevin for
quick.
life. Hashtag Kevin McKevin for
Kevin
life.
McKevin for life. Kill us.
Drop
Fucking
those,
just
drop
come
drop
over.
those sick gang.
Our
those sick gang
address
signs.
is.
Drop those sick Kevin gang signs. Kevin McKevin for life. Does it make it okay?
1002
No, don't get out my address.
6905.
123 Fake Street. In her white shirt and plaid skirt, she does a little twirl and looks expectantly at me.
So,
You're pretty cute.
She does look cute. This is going to make my job hard, or what do you mean by so, or my little sister can't be this cute.
I'm assuming this is gonna make her job hard means, man, it's gonna be hard to make fun of her when she looks really nice.
I would assume that's assuming that we're gonna have to try and make fun of her.
Okay. Number it.
Bottom to top.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna say. Fuck! It was the one I wanted. Three. Yes! Yes! It was my number 3 times in a row.
I cross my arms and scowl.
what?
No.
No.
Oh.
No, that won't work.
What's wrong?
Worry furrows her brow as Nikki starts fidgeting with her uniform. Oh, nothing. I was trying to figure out the best way to bring my gear to your school. She raises her brow in question. Well, how else am I going to keep all the boys away from you?
Aww. Aww.
Nikki giggles, and a soft pink tinges her cheeks.
Aww.
Being ridiculous.
I'm even considering writing your school a strongly worded letter.
Oh no. Let it not come to that.
Let it not come to
See,
that.
her outside voice sounds like my inside voice. I smile, but Nikki sees the concern in my eyes.
Fine. I'm a big girl now. I can handle myself.
I'm a big girl now. I can
I
handle
was
myself.
gonna say, cut to like 3 episodes from now when we accidentally walk in
Where
on
she's
some
just
dude
she's
just
tied up like
railing
this.
her.
Ah,
I was like, yeah, like just walk in,
I can handle myself.
just walk in, and there's just some dude railing her, and we have to deal with that.
Hoo boy.
Yeah, you're right. But as an older brother, my instinct to protect her, even if she doesn't really need that protection anymore. We finish our meal in silence, with Nikki occasionally shooting hurried glances my way. I wolf down my food and gather my stuff, then meet Nikki by the door.
How are you going to get to the academy?
I'm going to fly! My motorcycle, obviously.
Because
Oh,
I'm
you
so
don't need a permit then? I remember you were worrying about that.
Permit? I completely forgot! I need a parking permit for my bike, but they should have visitor parking, which I can use, if I can find a spot. So, what should I do? Should I take the motorcycle anyway and hope for the best? Or should I take the bus today and take my bike once I've gotten my permit?
even odd.
That's 3.
That's odd. Take the motorcycle.
Taking the motorcycle.
I'm
I'm
sure.
sure it'll be fine if I take my bike. There must be at least some form of parking that doesn't require a permit.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll take my
We're
bike.
gonna miss our first day
Alright,
of
of
class, and we're
course.
gonna meet the
I
delinquent
forgot how
girl.
much you cried when it was taken for shipping.
Very funny. Oh, sorry, that's my inside voice.
Yeah.
Very funny. Now I might not offer you a
Even
ride.
if you did, I'd still have to pass. I need to figure out how to navigate around Isokaze sometime, right?
Apparently.
Really? Being seen on a bike like mine would automatically make you the most popular girl in school. Sure you want to pass
Are we
up
sure
such
we
a
want
great
this
opportunity?
prepubescent voice when a
Please,
college boy is our
have you met me?
character?
Yes.
With my winsome
Okay.
smile and ample charm, I won't need your bike to be popular.
As a 14-year-old girl,
Get the bike.
I'm gonna need you to not do that. I'm gonna need you to not
Whatever
do that.
you say. Nikki heads toward the bus stop and waves
Good luck
goodbye.
on your first day.
You too.
I'm excited to meet the delinquent girl.
After parking with Nikki, I make my way to the garage. I can't believe I've considered the bus as a possibility when my baby is waiting for me here. My heart pounds in anticipation as the garage door crawls open and bathes my pride and joy in a halo of soft light. The way the sun sparkles off the polished metal nearly brings tears to my eyes. I tenderly caress the bike's smooth curves. We've been apart for too long, but now we're finally reunited.
My pants are wet. In the specific
For some
spots
reason,
on my
I know
calf,
you're talking. I
and
know.
it's really
I
upsetting.
know you're talking about like the fact that you accidentally spilled stuff
Right
on you,
here.
but for some
It's
reason,
really upsetting.
for some reason, I thought you were just adding on to Kevin's thing. My pants are wet.
Yeah, but it's really annoying.
I'll never leave you again. I promise.
I'm ready. It might also be the fact that my razor is broken and I have not shaved like a good 6 inches of my leg in like 3 weeks, and it's really upsetting because I'm switching between hot glue and super glue and neither of them are working because I'm waiting for my freaking razor, like my new handle that works, that
New
is
plan,
not broken, to
contact
come in the
cement.
mail. Yeah, but we have to buy that. You don't have any more of that.
I have some in that jar. I just can't get the lid open.
Exactly.
The lid fused shut.
Exactly.
Vaulting from the back of the bike, I drop into its seat with a soft thud.
Just boil some water and dip it upside down into the pot for a few
I
minutes.
don't know that works. The whole point of rubber cement is that it's permanent and it's
That's fair.
waterproof.
You never know. You could always try. It would expand the metal.
Still as comfy as ever. My hands settle on the handles as I go through the nuances of preparation. Get the feeling I'm forgetting something important.
Your books?
Something that will protect my brain
Your
from becoming pavement
helmet.
pizza. Safety first. Helmets are a good accessory, or helmets are for wimps.
Oops, sorry. Number it.
Top to bottom.
3.
Helmets are
God
for wimps.
damn it. Are you,
Yeah, right.
Hold up.
2.
Okay, it's not broken.
Yeah, right. Like I'll be caught wearing one of those lame things.
Oof, we're gonna die. And we're gonna meet the fucking, delinquent girl. Because there's always a delinquent person.
I turn the key in the ignition. The roar of the motor sends a shiver down my spine. Perfect. I rev the bike several times, enjoying the sound, before driving into the street. I am immediately impacted by a truck, and I wake up at the beginning. Stop that.
Why?
And I immediately wake up at the beginning of Crystalline, or whatever it is, the beginning of the other game that this company makes, which is an isekai story.
I don't know. I didn't know. What company makes this game?
I don't remember the name, but I know that
Exactly.
this game and the other game that I bought for $5 on the Steam sale, that are both this style of visual novel. Why do you feel the need to do that?
Because I'm wearing a jacket and I couldn't help myself.
This is
I
the
felt the desire.
Nothing beats the thrill of the open road. All right, and webcam is being turned off.
No! I forgot how cute we were.
You lost your webcam privileges.
No!
The number of bugs I choke on ruins the effect just a tad, but this is the life I chose. No regrets. Traffic is in my favor, and I make good progress. Don't hang out, and I'll give you the camera back.
Why not? We're playing a dating sim for Pete's sake.
So, if literally the only thing you can add is Ahigal face, you need to step your game up.
There's nothing interesting. There's no interesting lines for me to add to.
You can just make quips.
I don't have quips, Paladin.
And work on quips.
I'm only hot. That's all I have.
That's why I'm making you work. I'm making you work in Listen, when you have to work with creativity.
Don't hit me!
I'm not hitting you. You were not going to use the fact that I took the webcam away to insinuate that I am imparting domestic violence.
We have very nice microphones. They would be able to tell if you were hitting me.
Fair. The stoplight ahead of me is green. Perfect. Hopefully it stays that way long enough for me to pass. Stay green, stay green.
Nope.
Stay green, stay green, stay, stay,
I mean,
stay,
look at
stay.
this freeze frame.
No! Yellow! I'm actually not that far away. It'll be a close call, but I'm pretty sure I can still make it. I tap my grip in the handles and then hit the brakes. Fuck.
Oh,
I had a
okay.
timer. I had to choose
Okay,
one.
never mind.
Actually, it's not as close as I thought. It's not worth risking it. Squeeze the brakes and coast to a gradual stop at the now red light.
I was gonna say odd even. Roll to see what we were gonna do.
14, we were gonna gun it.
Ooh, we were gonna get pulled over. Or die.
Several Ace Academy students cross the street, chatting animatedly as they saunter past me. I drum my fingers, mildly impatient. Before long, the students have all crossed the street. The light reverts to green. Alright. I'm going to turn the webcam back on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ahegal. Nope. You can't be trusted. We just can't use the webcam anymore.
You said it too obviously. I thought you wanted me to.
No, I was trying to... Right. This is your second chance. Or third chance, really. You can't start ahegowing. I can see you before I turn the webcam on. Pardon me while I get CPQ a muzzle.
Okay.
If it stops you from fucking ahegowing. Stop it. Stop. Get away from the microphone. Don't ahegow into the microphone. They can hear you. I'm gonna actually have to ask you to stop for real this time.
Okay. That does sound pretty bad.
I am not comfortable with you doing that on my stream.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's the last one.
After a fairly short trip, I arrive at the academy and search for a parking spot. Every spot in this vast parking lot is taken from some form of vehicle. Apparently, everyone else drove in today, too. Seriously? It seems like there's a vehicle here for every student.
Yeah, that's a mood for when you're
I'm
fucking
just about ready to
parking.
give it up when I see it. A single free spot.
I see it.
A wave of giddy emotion threatens to burst out of me, and I can practically see a holy ray of light shining down on it, accompanied by an angelic choir.
Beautiful cheat
It's gonna get taken.
Yep.
I wheel my
By
bike
the girl
closer.
we're gonna want to date.
I wheel my bike closer, then freeze. In front of the space, staked into the ground, is a sign that says, "Reserved parking for pass holders only."
Oof.
Of course. Just my luck.
I was hoping for the cute girl.
With a groan, I start pulling my bike back. Guess I'd better... Wait. Hold on. I glance around to the parking lot again. It's completely devoid of life, which means...
They like to hide.
There's no witnesses, or
They're
this
hiding.
spot still isn't
Odd
mine.
even.
Odd even? That's a 15.
Oof.
There are no witnesses. If no one sees me take the spot, then doesn't that mean I've done no wrong?
They'll come along later. They like to come along as soon as you walk away. They hide from you. They literally hide in the... I've seen someone walk out from behind the bushes before.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, they are absolute hounds about it because I think they get paid based off of how many people they can get with it.
I guarantee you they do. I guarantee you were right.
Shrugging away any lingering doubt, I wheel the bike into the space. See? Nothing bad happened. Now, time to head to class. Turn around just in time to see another bike pull up beside me. Judging by the disheveled uniform, the guy is also a student. But the fierce scowl on his face convinces me he is not looking to make friends.
Hey,
What the hell do you think you're doing?
10 times.
Get that eyesore out of my spot. Now!
With bared teeth, he points behind him with his thumb. Great. Out of all the people that who could have owned this spot, it had to be someone like him.
Didn't you hear me? Move!
He jumps off his bike and marches toward me.
Sorry, I'm deaf.
Oh no, I dropped the die. It's a 3, so top to
I think I
bottom.
did the deaf sign wrong. Is it? You wouldn't know. Never mind.
No, I don't know.
I can't remember if it's this or this.
Top
He
to
wouldn't know. He wouldn't know.
top to bottom.
Oh. Stop that. Never.
1.
Alright, give me a sec. I reluctantly wheel my bike out of his spot. As much as it pains me to give up the parking spot, I get the feeling he's not the one to shy away from a fight. Getting into a brawl on my first day would hardly do anything for my reputation. Plus, it is his space.
Yeah,
Apparently.
that's what I thought.
He scoffs in disgust before wheeling in his bike. I guess I better find a parking spot elsewhere. I begin to pull out my switchblade and slash exactly one of his tires so insurance won't replace them.
Smart boy. That's my boy, Paladin. That is my boy.
After what seems like an eternity, I finally find an empty, unmarked spot. I pull in, hop off the bike, and glance back the way I came. My heart sings as how small the grand buildings in campus look. This is not going to be a fun walk back. With no other option, I begin my long trek back to campus and make it back just in time to find my class. I pull up the map of the campus on my phone. Luckily, the routes are easy to follow, and I'm soon standing before the auditorium.
We have one of those.
An auditorium?
No, the
map
campus
app.
maps.
Yeah.
They were originally just the bus app, but they fucking deleted that app and added a
And
new
turned it
one.
into the actual Alabama app.
Yeah, which is dumb.
Thank God
But
for
kinda useful.
technology. God created technology.
God did create technology, totally. I am God. You are God. We are all God. We created technology.
I take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, and firmly push open the doors to the auditorium. After a quick scan of the room, I select a seat near the back. You can tell this is a first-year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. No, that's just college.
Yeah.
That's college until
Yeah.
like your last 2 semesters.
Yeah,
And
when
then when
there's
you're-
like 20 people per class.
Well, the last 2 semesters also is just like you're only gonna be in classes with other people in your major, so like just buck the fuck up, like you know these people at this point.
Even if you only know their faces, you know these people at this point. You know everything about them but their name. That is what college is like by your senior year, you know everything about your classmates except their name.
Yeah, pretty much. I hate that I have to take intro classes again. Some of my electives from CI
The fuck was
NY
that about, bitch? Damn. Apparently I rolled a 2 while not touching my phone. 2 again.
My electives from CINY did not encompass the full scope of course material, whatever that means. A hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides to the front of the room.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101.
I swear to
Is
God, if
everyone
that's
where
our
you're supposed to
uncle.
be?
It is. The professor awaits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags a web page from his tablet onto the screen behind him.
That's only ever happened to me once. That's only ever happened to me once.
What? Gone to the wrong class?
Gone to the wrong class.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course.
This is your
You will find
blackboard.
all your assignments and readings
It's
here,
the
as well
same
as your
voice
current grade in
actor,
the
so I don't
course.
know if it's the same
You can
character or
find my
not.
contact information in the tab.
And I'm the same voice actor for literally
My
every
office hours are
character that
listed, so
That's
please
fair,
don't
but you're not
hesitate to
paid
stop
for
by.
this.
Even I get lonely at
Unless
times,
you guys
and I
want to
appreciate
join our
visitors.
Patreon that we don't actually have.
I mean, I have a Patreon. I've just never done
Oh.
anything with it.
You should say what the name of your Patreon is.
I'm probably gonna do something with it eventually. I
It's
just haven't done-
probably Paladin Null.
It's probably Paladin Null, but I just haven't actually touched it. If anything, I think I've got a donation link in the description, but that's about what I've got. This is the class web link. Consider. Oh, he just read that.
Sorry.
I don't need to read it
Distracted
again.
you?
That comment got a couple of weak chuckles from the room. Memorize the information.
That's
This is
great.
so boring. He is thorough.
I feel like we should do the green
The
one.
green one is probably because we chose intelligence.
Oh, that's fair.
Bottom to top.
2.
God damn it.
That's like the 12th time it's rolled a 2 in a row. It's like just...
4th time in a row as long as I've been listening.
I've heard this speech about 1,000,000 times now. Although the professors change, the speech never does.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff
Shit,
out the way,
I gotta pee,
I'm
but I
sure
wanna
we're
know who
eager
this
to learn more about
is.
the qualifier exams on Friday.
He probably doesn't actually have a face.
That's fair.
They probably designed an outline and he's just a black outline. The class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
A hand shoots up from the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
Soft snickers fill the room. The student visibly shrinks from all of the eyes now focused on him.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days, so we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
See, this is the most bullshit part about this is like, by the way, you have a test 2 days after joining. I'm sure you'll be fine. If you're not, dedicate all your time to my class and none of the other classes that you are surely taking. I don't have the ability to dedicate myself entirely to your fucking class. I got like 1.5 million other things to worry about. It's bullshit.
Yeah, fuck college.
The student scowls but shakes his head.
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team's starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You will then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat.
The AI mechs are going to be very hard to defeat.
Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle.
The mechs,
All
they're going to
exams
be
are
hard to
demonstrated
beat.
live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
He is answered with
Let's get
silence.
started then. Please check the web link for your
Take it
assignment
away
and
from
have
me.
them complete for the next class.
I was
Welcome
very
to Ace
excited about
Academy.
you using
I
it,
hope you all
though,
have a great
so I
rest
hope
of the
you
day.
do. I don't want to take it away. I want you to use it because it smells really good. And the bulldog are on it.
There was no question. There should be more video games, like actual like JRPGs about being in school.
There should, like, specifically college, not high school.
Well, if they're JRPGs, it's always going to be high school because that is like their time to be out and free is in high school.
That's
College is so busy and rushed that they actually don't have the ability to go out and do things.
America and Japan switch college and high school.
Pretty much. Yeah, in high school you hardly have any time to do anything, and then by the time you hit college, you have like 1.5 million things to do free time wise. Yawning, I wait at the crowd. I wait for the crowd in the front of the door to thin before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of a nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that?
They're probably talking about my
They
mech.
fished it out of the ocean.
I like our Mac.
We haven't seen our mech yet.
It doesn't matter, I like our Mac. We worked with it with our dad. Our daddy, my daddy, so shut the fuck up! That doesn't sound as good as my mommy, so shut the fuck up.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
I have a sinking feeling I know what they're talking about. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone and I'm excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the email. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered and I now have access to the hangar.
My mommy, so shut the fuck up!
That certainly makes things easy for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administration office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon, pulsating light dots from path from my current location to the hangar. On the actual ground, because that sounds really useful. It's a bit of a trek away from the heat of from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. I scan my ID and walk in. I follow a long hallway which leads to a grand space filled with towering gears.
Apparently, someone might be in my email address.
Every one of them is sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gear until... Oh, look at our gear.
Oh, that's so cute.
I am reunited with Eagle.
Snapchat, Facebook, my account.
We've got a giant
I love
Mac.
him. What a good boy. What's his name?
Eagle.
Eagle? Okay.
A crowd of students surround it. They speak in hushed tones, but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way toward them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. So far so good. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it is in great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright too. Wonder if they polished it for me, or if it always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different.
I sense that it's different.
I sense that it's different.
We've got another colored character.
Oh, snap.
Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
This fucking music. I hadn't noticed this student beside me. His arms are folded and he's nodding with closed eyes, as if he said something truly deep and meaningful. Can I help you? Damn right it's something special, or shuffle away from this lunatic. Middle, top, bottom.
Exactly that. Middle, top, bottom. So,
You have
2,
to-
1, 3.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
roll.
shit. I'm sorry. I'm recovering my email account, apparently.
Do I need to make a roll of some?
No,
something?
I'm doing it. I gotta load it.
I could just pull up, I could pull up roll 20 on my
Middle,
phone.
top, bottom.
3.
Shuffle away from this lunatic then.
That's our new best friend, though.
There's clearly something not right about this guy. Who says things like that? Especially to someone you've just met. I shuffle away from him, hoping he'd take the hint. As if in sync, he moves closer whenever I move away. When I mistakenly make eye contact, he grins at me. Alright, getting sort of scared now. Maybe I can distract him with conversation until I find a way to escape. Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised, as if he'd forgotten why he came. He fidgets so much I wonder if he's
The
nervous.
name's Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
He thrusts his hand out in greeting. He thrusts something else out, and I immediately run away. Grinning from ear to ear, I cautiously take his hand.
His hand.
Hi, I'm Kevin McKevin. There it is! There it is! That's the moment we've been waiting for. Kevin McKevin.
You're a
Sorry,
second-year
I'm
pilot
fixing
too,
my email
right?
address, apparently.
Yeah, how did you...
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious foreign transfer student.
Oh boy, I'm a transfer student. that would explain the interest around my gear. I guess I didn't quite live up to their expectations. Not sure what they were expecting, though.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
I wonder what gave that away. I wonder what it gave me away. It couldn't possibly have been my magnificent golden locks.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
He starts comparing our height with his hand, and it is a bit disappointed to find we're about the same height. Again, just what was he expecting? We don't all look like, Sinardo DiLaprio. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed. Is that supposed to be Leonardo DiCaprio?
I
Just
think
like
so.
all
Yep.
messed up?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Leonardo DiLaprio.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
I love any time, like you'll see it a lot in animes as well, where they will change the name of something like Whack-Donald's, where
Yeah.
instead of it being an M, it's a W, but it's still red with a golden arch, but it's like a
Yes.
butt shape instead. And it's Whack-Donald's now.
Oh boy.
Right, that's been on my mind since the class
All
ended.
that matters is that I think that's
I nod, almost certain I know what he's about to say next.
Well, it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we need to be able to compete.
Of course we are.
He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close. A little too close. Personal spaceman.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
And that's totally why you're missing a fourth member. Because you're just that awesome.
Yeah, we kicked everyone else out.
It's also why you're going for the person who has no understanding of the social structure of this school and has no preconceived notion of you or anyone on your team. Sounds like fun, sign me up. Sorry, I want to see what my options are, or haha, no. Bottom to top.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Drink. I keep closing.
Sorry, I want to see what my options are. As fun as that sounds, I'd like to check out the other teams before committing to any of them.
Oh.
For a second, he almost looks heartbroken. But that is quickly replaced by his usual goofy grin.
That's cool. I understand. No big deal.
That's
I'm
obvious
glad
irony,
he's
best
taking
friend.
it so well. I was worried he wouldn't leave me alone until I joined him.
Most of the other pilots generally hang out in the pilot's lounge. If anyone's looking for more team members, you'll find them there.
Thank you for informing me on where to find your competition.
I was about to say, not only is he fine with us rejecting him temporarily, at least.
He's got balls to actually tell us where to find other people. He's just so confident that I'll join his team.
I mean,
thanks.
at our work, when we can't do something, we're like, oh, but this place does it because we're literally paid less than a living wage and we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But that's,
Thanks.
That's
I'll
because
see you
we're
around.
a job
Good luck,
nightclub.
Broseph. Just remember,
He called us
we're
Broseph.
always
We
here
have
if
to
you
join his
change
team
your mind.
now.
Fuck, I love
Let's
him.
sure hope that the dice are in his
He
favor.
reminds me of Yusuke.
A little bit, yeah. So, my best bet for now is heading to the pilot's lounge. I pull up the campus map again. A small red light pulsates when I try to locate the pilot's lounge. I'm about to head towards the exit when I spot a group of pilots heading in the opposite direction. Maybe they need another team member. They're already a good distance in front of me, so I hustle to keep up and follow them through a winding tunnel. Pretty sure this is how people get murdered. Eventually, the group disappears through a door, which leads to the pilot's lounge. Good to know.
It's going the wrong way. I'm sure he didn't mean to be incorrect.
I grab the handle and push my way inside. Hell yeah, the pilot's lounge. Let's get shwasted. Groups of students fill the lounge, all of them wearing similar striped teal uniforms.
Shwasted stands for super white wasted. That's us.
I take a few steps, then pause, trying to decide how to handle the situation. I'm a smooth operator. I should probably get target groups of 3. I'll just be honest about my situation.
Remember it.
Top to bottom.
3.
Target groups of 3.
1.
Since teams functions as groups of at least 4 pilots, my best bet is to assume that any group of 3 is still looking for a 4th member. My eyes fall on a group of 3 students sitting at the far end of the room. There's an extra chair next to them.
Shut up!
So I saunter over and take a seat.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
you guys look like you're missing a pilot.
And who are you exactly?
Transfer student from CINY. Best in my class back home, and I'm looking for a team that needs a skilled member. The group of 3 exchange looks with each other.
Transfer? I heard the exam was pretty tough.
I managed.
Right, well, we're actually not looking.
Okay.
She smiles politely and waves another pilot over.
This is our 4th member. Sorry.
She looks at me, then like he's expecting me to move from his seat. I don't. Any idea who's looking?
We don't keep tabs on all the other teams and their needs. As far as I know, all teams were formed over the summer. But you can keep asking around to see if anyone's missing a member.
He's not like mean about it.
That's fair, but it still makes me sad.
Well, thanks anyway.
The first hit always makes you sad.
I stand and walk away from the group, scanning the room again. I see there are no other groups of 3. Everyone seems to have a group of pilots that they work with already. So much for trying to find a team this way. Let's see if Show will take me or just head home and try again tomorrow.
Odd even.
That is a 4.
No!
I've had enough rejection for one day.
No!
Time to make the trek all the way to the far end of the lot. I wonder why they make visitors park so far away. Wouldn't that discourage rather than encourage people to visit?
Right?
Although I grumble the entire way to my bike, I eventually find it in the same spot I had parked it. I hop on my bike. I can't wait to feel the wind on my face. Kicking my bike into gear, I make my way home.
I really hope that the silhouette that kicked us out of our original spot was in our group.
As soon as I open the front door, I hear a clanging in the kitchen.
Oh dear.
Nikki must be home.
Shut up.
Just as I predicted, she's stirring a pot, surrounded by a mess of appliances.
Yep.
Like you when you cook.
You're not fucking wrong, but at least I taste good. Do I not taste... Does my food not taste good, Paladin?
You want to reword that?
Does my food not taste good, Paladin?
Hey, Nikki.
He's not even gonna reply, you guys.
Your food is delicious.
Thank you.
She glances up in surprise.
Hey, you're home early.
Am I? It's just right around dinner time. What are you making?
Yes.
Gas, bitch.
I try to peek into the pot, but she hides it from me.
I bet it's not bacon Alfredo.
My nose knows. I already know what the answer is anyway. I didn't realize we were 5 years old again, or I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby. Baby chilies, baby back ribs.
3412.
That's an 18. So what was 4?
Yep.
3, 4? Already know
Yep.
what the answer is anyway. Bologna? Is that bologna?
Bolognese.
Bolognese. I was gonna say, is that bologna? Is that related to bologna?
Bolognese. It's Italian, I think.
It's bolognese. Nikki blinks in
How
surprise.
did you figure it out so quickly?
Because we rolled.
It's
the fucking
literally
dice.
the only thing you make. Ree. Our character sounds like he would ree. Can we show off your glasses to everybody?
Sure. Go for it.
CPQ's glasses broke recently.
And I can't find the I can't find. No, not
So
recently.
your original glasses,
I lost them.
are lost. So CPQ has her old glasses, which broke, that she is currently attached a bendy straw to.
Not only attached, I hot glued.
Hot glued a
straw.
bendy straw to her current glasses, which I think is just great.
It works. It works, you guys. I mean, look at that bending.
It also apparently works better than trying to reattach the original arm.
Here's the thing. Here's this. The original arm fits like this. No matter how well I glue it, it fits and it goes against my face. This is easily bendable and can bend however I need it to.
If we ever get the chance to design a pair of glasses for you, can we design a pair that has an actual functional bendy straw arm on the side, but it's like durable? Because I love the one side.
Just looks like a bendy straw.
Yeah, it just looks like a bendy straw,
Yes.
but it's actually like a steel thing.
Obviously.
Because I think
Completely,
I think it looks actually kind of cool.
Because the reason it has to be
I
hot
think-
is because it's
well,
broken.
I think it looks cool as fuck.
It looks
Because
adorable.
nobody else has that. And so when somebody
I think
looks,
it's adorable.
it looks like an anime character trope or an anime character
At
trait.
first I thought it was embarrassing, and then I wore it to work because I was too tired to spray paint it, and now I kind of think it's cute.
I think it's like you should not spray paint it. You should leave it
I
as
think it's
just like a
adorable.
classic white and green striped straw.
I think it's fucking cute as hell.
It's perfect. It's simple. First, you're using a stock pot, which means it's most likely a soup or a sauce. Second, you're wearing an apron, which means you're making something that is either messy or stains or both. The cutting board has leftover slivers of different vegetables, and it's still wet with freshly cut tomato juices and seeds. The knife is still stained with tomato, which means that there must be tomato-heavy sauce.
You don't rinse your tools between vegetables? What the fuck is wrong with you?
There's ground beef packaging in the trash, and considering the limited ingredients you were able to find in Japan, I figured the most likely dish you'd make is bolognese.
What the fuck, bitch? Dumbass. She don't even fucking rinse her stuff in between foods.
Nikki had frozen during my speech and stares at me with wide eyes.
Of course he figured out what you make. God damn, dumbass. Plus, I'm pretty sure they don't make it like flat like American. They probably make it like tubed. They probably make it all, it's probably all tubed.
What is?
Like ground beef? Ground beef in Japan.
You can
I
find
have
it
a
in
feeling
packets.
it's all...
You find the packs there.
Okay,
Because the packs are where you get the fresh stuff. The tube is like not as good. It's not as fresh ground beef.
That's
it's
fair.
Like sealed.
that's fair.
You can definitely find like fresh ground beef. You could probably get your beef ground there.
I forgot I spilled stuff on my jacket. There's one
Oh,
speck of her eyebrow.
oh no, she's
Her
got
eyebrow is
stuff on
orange.
her face.
Her
I think
eyebrow is
she's
orange.
used to having stuff on her
Her
face.
eyebrow is orange. It's so sad. It's so sad.
I think she's okay with having stuff on her face.
Shit.
Nikki had frozen during my speech and stares at me wide-eyed as my words sinks in, and she begins to thaw. She pouts.
It's not fair. You still lose.
What? You're not making bolognese?
No, I am, but you didn't follow the rules and guess. You did some weird robotic analysis thingy.
Listen, your brother was created in a lab for a reason. If you didn't actually want Commander Data in your family, you should have said something by now.
God damn it.
Commander Data's pretty good, though. He's a
No,
cool dude.
not that. It's a fucking,
Commander
fucking
Data
fly.
fucked that one girl, though.
She did.
He did.
Lieutenant Yar?
Yeah, Lieutenant Yar, the
Yeah,
security
the
commander.
two people I want to fuck. They fucked.
Data and the Yar.
Yeah.
Are those the two people you want to fuck? I figured you'd probably want to fuck Picard.
I also want to fuck Picard, but I want to fuck
And-
Data because he's exactly like you. I have a type, Paladin.
Overly analytical to a fault?
Yes, I have a type.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Overly analytical men and lesbians. I have a type. I have two types. Overly analytical men and lesbians.
I didn't really analyze the kitchen.
Then how did you know?
I just smelled it. How smells so good? Nikki giggles and resumes stirring.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you're the one cooking and not me. Everything you make is Oh no, the music stopped. You really have a talent for cooking, you know?
When are we gonna meet more girls?
I changed to heartwarming music.
Aww.
Yeah,
Family. I was gonna say family moment, but okay.
Two different directions there. Family moment and kill them. Kill them all. Move the camera over this way because we're not using all of that space over here.
We could if I had leaned away from you angrily.
Yeah, but if I leaned away, I was off camera.
That's fair.
Did you go? Oh, yeah. Didn't you go shopping after school today? I didn't know Uncle Kaito kept all these ingredients at home.
Yeah, I did. Sushi yesterday was so good, but I wanted something more hearty today, you know?
You don't want sushi all day, every day for the rest of your life?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of fucking weeaboo are you?
Oh, she's clearly not. We're the weeaboo.
That's fair.
Oh, sorry. To Nikki, hearty foods are comfort foods.
Mood.
Does that mean you had a bad day at school, champ? She blinks in surprise, then laughs.
Of course not. It was great. I met a lot of people at the club fair they held after school. There are so many cool clubs.
I'm not okay with these
Did you know
sloshing
the Kendo
noises in
Club?
the background.
You definitely wouldn't find that back home. I think I'm gonna try out for their dance team though. Maybe run for student government.
Wow, sounds like you had a pretty productive day. She quickly checks the pasta and nods.
Definitely. I'm a little disappointed they don't have a cooking club, but that's okay. They offer a cooking class, which I'm taking. Soon I will be an expert in Japanese cuisine.
You don't like my squelching noises?
It's worse than the cooking noises. The cooking noises I can stand. Your noises I can't.
Maybe you can start a cooking club.
Oh, maybe.
Here's the thing, off camera, you only make those noises when you're only making sexual jokes.
Listen to the cooking noises for a minute. No, be quiet. Moment of quiet to listen to the sound. Just listen to those sounds. Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
That's
This
enough.
is the
That's
worst
enough.
thing.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. We're gonna turn the volume down a little bit.
Do I need to make the face again?
No, you don't. You really don't. That's not the face, though. I don't think you can properly make the face as a joke.
I can't. And that's on purpose. Oh, I can make the face as many
But you
times as I want,
but-
but I don't do it on purpose. There's a difference between joke face and purpose face. And you know it. You know it.
Didn't you see Uncle Kaito's text? He'll be home late tonight.
I haven't been checking my phone. Soon the table is set and both Nikki and I have a full portion of pasta in front of
How
us.
was your first day?
Yeah, it was okay. No luck finding a team, though. One guy offered me a space, but to be honest, he was a bit strange. Wasn't crazy about the idea of joining him.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, that's right, bitch.
Yeah, I guess. I was just hoping that another
That's why
team was looking
Paladin's
for
dating
nobody
me.
in the pilot's lounge was very helpful.
I'm sure you can try
That's why
again
Paladin's
tomorrow.
dating me, because beggars can't be choosers.
I can choose to not date anyone.
That's fair, but if you really want to date someone, you don't have many options. I mean, look at who you are dating.
That's you're missing the point.
I have titties. That's about it.
You're missing the point. I could choose to not date anyone at all, and I'm also perfectly fine with that.
You're right.
I'm not attached to people.
I should be more grateful. Holy shit, I should be more grateful.
It's okay.
Stop the stream, Paladin. I need to be more grateful.
Stop the stream.
Stop the stream, Paladin. I need to be more
Stop,
grateful.
stop.
I need to be more grateful, Paladin. Stop
it.
the stream.
Stop. No, it's okay. It's okay. Do I have to turn them? Do I have to turn the webcam off again? I'm going to poke your usual if you don't close your mouth.
That would hurt.
Yeah, but it would have been better if you had found one today. Just ignore the conversation. It's the easiest way to keep moving forward. Just move forward. Don't
Sounds like finding
conceal.
CJ
Don't
is super
feel.
important.
Don't let them know. Now they know.
Oh yeah, the qualifier's on Friday.
That's in 2 days.
I know. Everyone else knew in advance to form teams over the summer.
Well, that's not really fair.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Sounds like you've had quite the day.
And then some asshat stole my parking space, and I had to park all the way at the end. It's been a tough day. It's just been...
It's been a tough day.
It's been one of those days. You know.
It's been a tough day.
No, I hate this voice that I've done.
Let's stop doing it.
No, I can't back down. It's too late. The conversation continues and eventually lulls to a natural close. Soon, both of our plates are polished clean.
Oh.
Did you know that if a man from Poland masturbates, it's a Polish pole polishing?
Get that shit out of my face.
I am so full.
Who told you to be such a pig?
I help her with cleanup. I think I'm gonna relax for a bit and go to bed early tonight.
Yeah, me too. Good night.
Night.
We're gonna have to keep playing for another hour.
Or not.
Because we need to meet at least one girl. We need to meet at least one girl, Paladin.
One dateable option.
One dateable option. It's been pitiful.
It's all you're asking for.
It's pitiful. Please, ma'am, can you spare some coochie? Do you have any spare coochie? Please, madam, do you have any spare coochie?
I'll even take refurbished.
I'll even take refurbished. May I have some spare coochie?
It's too early to go to... Oh, sorry. Inside voice. It's too early to go to bed, so I'll start the process for getting a parking pass. Who knows? I hate that they add text on top of something that I've already read. Because I start over again, and I don't need to. Who knows how long it'll take before they mail me one. And I'd like to get it sooner rather than later. I log into my web link and find the documents to request a permit. We haven't saved yet. I'm going to save really quick.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
All right, there we go.
I guess
I saved. It takes me longer than I expect to fill out all the paperwork and leaves me exhausted.
What a mood. Holy cow.
Crawling into bed, I close my eyes and soon fall asleep. Snore, 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 snore. Sun shines through my curtains and across my face. Keep my eyes shut and turn over in my bed, trying to force myself back asleep. The more I try to return to sleep, the more awake I become. I can't not wake up at 5 a.m. anymore, and it's tragic.
I'm sorry. Even when I sleep over? I'm sorry.
I just wake up and then...
At least you have someone to snuggle when I come over.
What time is it? My clock flashes 6:30. I still have another half hour before my alarm goes off. I should get back to sleep. I curl deeper into my blankets, but soon get bored. The only time I ever naturally wake up this early is when I have jet lag. I'm not sure if this is a blessing or a curse. I guess I may as well get ready. I quickly change into my uniform and head downstairs.
Amp slap.
To an empty kitchen. It's weird being the first one up. Usually Nikki is doing her thing in the kitchen. I'll catch up on some reading while I wait for her. She should be up soon anyway. I pull up the news app on my phone. The first page doesn't have anything interesting. That entire sentence was a struggle.
It's okay. You want me to trade with you?
I'm good. Until I spot an article on Aludian Enterprises. Good lord, please don't make up words. I'm having a hard time already.
I can do it.
Aludian Enterprises has officially announced their intention to sponsor an up-and-coming team in the coming War Games. We're totally getting into the War Games.
We're totally getting. The rapidly expanding R&D company is gaining a lot of attention.
It's okay.
Cerno
Robotics. And they're putting pressure on established innovators such as Vector Industries, and Paragon Weaponry.
I tried to be helpful, I really did.
Much of their success can be attributed to CEO Donnie Ruse. This sounds like a shitty name.
It does.
Donnie Ruse, who was a top graduate in the pilot program at Ace Academy, and a visionary when it comes to modern and functional designs for gear. I don't think I've ever heard of these guys before. Must be a local company who hasn't quite expanded to the States yet. Sounds like they're making a name for themselves, though. What?
These are the worst words.
The time on my phone reads 6:57. I listen for any signs of life upstairs. The house is still.
Also, I need attention. I always need attention, Paladin. That was in my face. Fuck, that hurts. Ow.
Sorry, I just condensed my pats into some heavier pats. I better grab something to eat before I need to go. It doesn't seem like Nikki's coming down anytime soon.
A lot. Thank you.
I'm joking.
Like my eyes immediately tear like twice as much when you like did that. Ugh. I haven't had someone do that to me in real life ever. So.
What, the rare up attack?
Yes! That was terrifying! Holy shit!
I pushed the button shaped like a film projector on the bottom of the page.
You okay?
That's my karma.
Good.
Fucking swallowed some
That
spit down
hurt
the wrong way.
That hurt like a motherfucker. God.
That didn't hurt that bad, did it? I'm sorry, I didn't realize it hurt that bad.
It hurt more than you actually thought. Like, I didn't think it would hurt that much, but it did.
It's like that scene from that JonTron where like somebody throws a bottle and he goes, ow, and then like so he tries to recreate the scene and like 4 or 5 bottles hit him on the head. He goes, that actually fucking hurt. I forgot what this bit was about.
Yeah, it really hurt a lot. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
I grab a couple of slices of bread and stick them in the toaster. As I wait for my toast to finish, I sit at the table and read the article. Oh, fucking hell.
Mood.
Kanaku Kanaku Dishtaru.
This is the best part. Fucking mark that.
CEO of Dashu.
Made an unscheduled appearance.
Why would you pick up after the hard words?
Because I want to sound impressive.
Made an unscheduled appearance at the memorial service yesterday for Yudai Misaki. A year ago, the community was shocked by the unexpected death of Ace Academy's most promising pilot. The family was honored that the mighty mogul took the time to show his respects to their son, and currently postponed the unveiling of Dashu's new line of energy drinks.
I tried
Energy
to be
drinks.
important.
Kenaku Dishtaru, CEO of Dashu, made. Oh wait, no, that's the fucking same text again. Where was energy drinks? The introduction has been rescheduled to take place next week.
What are you reading?
How can you make no sound or nothing?
Do we have to pick one?
Yes. Top to bottom.
2.
God damn it.
How can your feet make no sound? Jeez, Nikki, you startle me. Make some noise when you walk. She laughs.
That would totally ruin my chance of surprising you.
What a
The
cutie.
next time I'm surprised, I want to have the forethought to just go, ah, just as loud as I can.
What a mood.
Like not even just like
What a mood.
not just like a but just like
Just a force.
ah!
What a mood. What a mood.
I feel like my neighbors hate me. I feel
They
like my
do.
neighbors really
Oh,
hate
they
me.
totally do.
It's 9:30 at night and I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs.
I mean, so am I. Just blame your girlfriend. Tell them that's your girlfriend sound.
I don't think they're gonna think that. Oh, is you. No more. Stop that.
That doesn't help.
No more of that, please. I'm gonna have to tie some bells around your neck so I can hear you coming. Like people do for cats.
Are you comparing me to a cat?
Are you comparing me to a cat, Paladin?
That's a thing, isn't it? You know, like Neko girls.
Oh my god. Stop it, you perv.
What?
Yeah, I don't need to know about your weird little fantasies.
That's not...
So you don't think a girl would look super cute with cat ears?
Paladin, would I look super cute with cat ears?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, no, I'm reading the text.
Oh.
Yes, you would. But now that I'm imagining it, I definitely wouldn't say no.
Wipe that drool off your face.
I instinctively...
Drool off your face.
Why is your hand so greasy?
Because my hands are sweaty. They're nervous. For no damn reason.
You did this and it felt like your hand was covered in Vaseline.
I'm sorry, my hands are so sweaty. They're nervous because I don't want to make your neighbors angry at me. You made me think about your neighbors. I'm sorry.
Nikki just laughs and heads past me.
Sorry.
It's okay. Nikki glances at my toast, which had popped up while we were talking.
Your toast is burned.
What? I leap out of my chair and stand beside her. It's not burned. She flips it over to reveal a dark side of charcoal.
There's not a dork side.
Oh.
You're so hopeless. How did you survive in college without me?
Ramen. Lots and lots of ramen. I ate in the cafeteria.
Speaking
That
of which,
explains it.
boys and girls, it is almost July. I'm sorry, I'm really drunk. But it's almost July, which means a lot of people are gonna start posting their black charcoal-based foods and drinks. If you take any prescriptions at all, do not ingest them.
What is the what?
Activated. Okay, so activated charcoal is the new trend. Activated charcoal absorbs any toxins, quote unquote. Activated charcoal basically undoes any prescriptions that you're taking, including birth control. Do not drink any charcoal drinks, any activated charcoal ice cream. Don't ingest it. No activated charcoal drinks.
Nasty.
It's supposed to be delicious, apparently. However, do not ingest it, no matter how spooky you like your drinks and foods. That's why I'm bringing it up, because it's July, which means it's almost October. Do not ingest any activated charcoal foods or drinks. It will fuck up your birth control, it'll fuck up your antibiotics, it'll fuck up your antidepressants, it'll fuck up everything. It'll fuck you up.
I'm still wondering.
Yes.
How does it almost being July affect the charcoal trend?
It's almost October? What are you talking about, Paladin?
I'm confused.
People start doing October and July. Instead of Christmas in July, October and July is a thing.
I'm very... Is
okay,
this
so
an action?
have you heard of Christmas in July?
Yes, I have.
People have replaced it with October and July.
All right, and so how does this matter to, like, okay, then so let me...
People make spooky things by
That was-
adding out the activated charcoal into their foods and drinks.
Okay,
Just
so
make it black.
that is the question I was actually getting to is, why the fuck does the time matter for activated charcoal?
I'm sorry. People do, oh my goodness, it's Christmas in July. So spooky, gothic people are like, oh my goodness, October and July. So they add activated charcoal into everything, and activated charcoal ruins your birth control, ruins your antibiotics, ruins your antidepressants, everything. Just, if you take any prescription, don't do activated charcoal. It's fucked up.
Then we grab our things and head out the door.
Are you able to give me a ride today?
Except for
the bus yesterday was so crowded.
Sorry, Nikki. I'm not taking my bike today. I don't have a parking pass yet.
Oh. How long will it take before you get one?
I'm not sure, but hopefully soon.
Well, for the sake of your sanity, I hope it's not too long.
Thanks, I think. Nikki laughs.
See you later, okay?
Yeah, see ya. She waves and heads for her bus stop while I head for mine.
Why don't we have the same one? We're going to the
Why
same
aren't we
thing.
using fucking well, she's going to high school, we're going to Ace Academy.
Fair.
But why the fuck aren't we using the tramway?
Fair. The subway thing?
Yeah. Well, it's not a subway, it's a metro. It's above ground for the most part.
That's fair.
Well, there is a subway and then there's an above ground railway.
That's fair.
The stop is a bit crowded, and I lean against the shelter as I wait. The bus squeals to a halt in front of me, only a few minutes after my arrival. I follow the other passengers on, scan my ID, and search for the rows for a free seat. Settle into the first seat I find, and grumble as a large man sits down beside me, crushing me against the window. I can already imagine how enjoyable this ride will be. Probably gonna be finishing here soon.
Oh, wait.
Well, I say soon, 15 minutes. There we go. Luckily, it isn't too long a ride, and I heard a bunch of rustling. I was like, "What the fuck are you up to?" Luckily, it isn't a long ride, and I'm at school before I can complain too much. I pull up the schedule on my phone and check my first class. Gear Arsenal 201. The building isn't too far away either. I soon reach the building. Classroom is about half the size of the lecture hall for my Piloting 101 class. For some reason, this is a comfort to me. Probably because it reminds me of the class sizes at CINY. I take a seat near the back of the room, just as the professor enters.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Gear Arsenal 201. I'm sure you're all tired of hearing the same welcome spiel, so I won't even bother with it. Instead, we're going to drive straight into the material.
The worst type of professor! Imagine, it's the first day of class. What is the worst type of professor? No, I want you to tell me, what is the worst type of professor? For the first day of class. No. It's the guy that says, I'm sure you've heard the welcoming spiel so many times, we're just gonna go straight into the material.
Question. Who can name one of the leading companies in gear weapon manufacturing?
I don't... We have another green option. And I think we can get it right. Fine. How about this? In the future, if we have an option that's given to us by our intelligence rating, we take it.
But?
No, there's no but to that.
But you have to wait for me right now. Fucking think it now.
Before I have a chance to answer, another student chimes in.
Vector Industries.
Sorry, incorrect.
Paragon weaponry.
Very good.
Why isn't it Vector?
Vector deals with thrusting and maneuverability, whereas Paragon deals with weaponry. Hence the name Paragon Weaponry. The recent area of study has shown that.
Fuck you.
He goes into the details of Paragon weaponry's R&D and future of beam weaponry for the remainder of class.
Weaponry. Stuff we already know. All that matters.
That's all the time we have for today. You'll find this week's readings and assignments on your web link. Have a good day.
I can tell you're very drunk.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You are breathing heavily.
I got out here really fast.
It's how I can always tell whenever you've gotten to the officially really drunk.
And apologize.
Yeah, well, so your heavy breathing means one of two things in reality.
I'm really drunk or I'm really nauseous.
Yep, those are the two things. Really drunk or really nauseous.
And I've had like 6 drinks tonight, so I've had like 6 drinks since like 7 o'clock.
Students scramble to collect their... Oh, 7... For some reason, when you said 7 o'clock, I thought you meant a.m., and I was like, that's a weirdly specific time frame. Considering
Nope,
you only started...
7 p.m.
Considering you only
It's
just
only
started drinking when you
9:30.
got to my house. I think I'll go back to the hangar. The class has inspired me to go have a proper look at my gear. I take the path through the pilot's lounge and follow the tunnels until I reach my gear. Hell
I really
yeah.
like our gear. It's nice.
It looks very nice. The person that that did the art on this very clearly wanted to just draw mechs.
Yeah.
Like, their people are okay, but, like,
Yeah.
their mech is, like, top-notch.
I like their people. I have really low standards though.
Pulling down the ladder beside... sorry. Pulling down the ladder beside my docking station, I climb up to the top...
As you can see from my body shape, I have really low standards.
And as you can see by my body shape, she has really low standards.
No!
You're the one that made the joke first.
No! I did not mean for you to continue that joke, my love. I have pretty high standards for you.
I unlock the chest cavity. With a mechanical roar, it
We will
splits
not
open...
continue that joke because that joke is not PG-13. I have very high standards for Paladin.
Revealing a lowered seat. I easily hop into the seat and breathe in the comforting scent of metal and plastic. It faintly reminds me of that new dildo smell. For some reason, my brain, whenever it said metal and plastic, I was just like,
It's because I made the PG-13 joke. I do have pretty high ratings for Paladin.
it should have said like metal and leather if it wanted it to be like new car smell, you know?
Well, we haven't had the chance to try leather because leather is expensive.
Okay, you're taking the whole
Joke too far?
You're taking the PG-13 joke a little far.
I'm sorry.
Like, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna stop.
But
I'll stop.
once I'm settled, I trigger the closure sequence. By reminding myself that my dad is dead and I just have to get over it.
I did not mean to blow that straight into your microphone, but it happened.
As the chest panels return, my seat scoops me further into the gear until I'm nestled in the darkness of the cockpit.
Oof.
Cock.
Cock.
I am nestled into the dick hole. Otherwise known as the cockpit.
Paladin, I'm trying to treat your stuff with respect, but I keep breathing smoke into it.
But your smoke clouds are dummy thick, and the clap from their nicotine keeps alerting the microphone.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night.
I initiate. It's not gonna be that much longer. We're at almost 2 hours.
No.
I initiate the boot up
We
sequence.
haven't even met a girl yet.
We haven't. I initiate the boot up sequence. The cockpit glows a faint red, then flickers into life, and I can't help but smile at the familiarity of it all. The bright glow of the panels illuminate the interior until there isn't a trace of a shadow left. Statistics blink around me in a series of rapid numbers and diagrams.
A girl. You gotta be a girl.
Visualization sequencing complete.
The familiar voice of my gear feels like a warm welcome from an old friend. Eagle? No. When he's alone and in this, he actually sounds like his inner voice.
I can dig
Eagle, please run a comprehensive check.
System in progress.
When he's talking to his mech, when he's in his zone,
Yeah?
he sounds like his inside self. Everywhere
I can
else,
dig
he's
it.
got Kevin voice.
I can dig it. I like it.
Nothing to do but wait. The lights along my display pulse with changing colors as the check progresses. It flows through warm colors, red, orange, yellow, before illuminating the cockpit with a bright green.
I can dig it.
All system functions normal. Unknown docking station detected.
Register the current dock as home station.
Completed. Recommendation. Please update system calibration configuration.
This is recommended all the time. Whenever we change locations, Eagle will request a recalibration of the system. Even the slightest difference in air pressure can trigger an inaccuracy. At least the process is easy. All I have to do is make sure I correctly follow sequential numbers order. Gah.
Okay.
I have no clue what just happened there.
A big old burp.
No. It was like phlegm.
Oof.
Or something just like entered my throat cavity and attempted to go down my esophagus.
Oof. Your robot would no longer listen to you.
My robot?
Yeah, your fucking mech would no longer listen to you.
Alright. Startup processes.
Calibration sequence initiating.
Give it a few minutes as Eagle automatically adjusts itself.
Calibration successful.
Perfect. Everything seems to be in order.
But
After one last look, I shut down my gear and unlock the chest cavity again. Once I hop out, the panels slide back in place until I hear the faint click of them locking.
nice.
I use the elevator to make my way to the ground. As I stand alone in the quiet of the empty hangar, well, that's not empty, there's two people right here. Quiet of the empty hangar, I feel a twinge of homesickness. I expected Ace to be different from CINY, but I wasn't quite prepared for the reaction towards my gear. It's no surprise that Japan's advancements in the field of sino-robotics outweigh those of the States, but our machinery was built to last. My gear may not be the newest model or packed with the latest weaponry or accessories, but I'm confident in its ability to fight. But doubt wiggles in my train of thought. Maybe it was a mistake to come here. Could have stayed at CINY. I was making high grades and had a group of friends I could rely on. I'd spend my afternoons practicing instead of sitting in a hangar. Just me and that weirdo from yesterday. I do a double take and Sho walks steadily toward me.
Mr. Broseph!
Mr. Broso.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is this your go-to hangout place? This is the second time I've run into you here.
I guess it's starting to be. What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd pay a visit to my gear. It helps when I keep her company for a bit. Keeps her spirits up.
You mean a girl? That's why I only go for male gear. Inanimate objects don't have genders. Bottom to top.
3.
So I only go for male. This is just further proof that females are all types of high maintenance.
Oof.
Sho blinks, then laughs.
Tell me about it. I take it your gear is a he, then.
Never really considered it to be either he or she.
Ah, so it's a Z.
Uh-huh.
You know, gender neutral.
Well, sort of. I'd just call it an it.
Oh, that too. So, what were you doing here?
Sounds confused, as if he's never heard Z before.
They're in the future, and yet gender-neutral terms are relatively...
They, them, there. Z, zim, zir.
Just checking to make sure that everything's working fine.
And does it?
Yeah. He glances curiously at my gear.
How about a simulator match?
I shrug. It'd be nice to get a feel for how things are done at Ace. Sure.
We can both use the basic robot program. That way, all accessories and weapons will be the same, and it'll be based on skill alone.
Nice.
May the best man win. He grins and races in the opposite direction. I see him pause by a green gear before I back into my own.
Of course, I'm sure he's not a dateable option.
Once I'm settled in the cockpit, I switch on the open network configuration. Immediately, a request from Sho comes in, and I accept. After we're connected, we boot up our virtual training simulation program.
Oh, very fancy. I haven't seen an American-style gear up close before.
These look so much worse
It's
than
so
the
cute, though. It's adorable.
Mm-hmm. I experiment with my gear controls and watch in amusement as it makes the same movements within the simulator. Simulators are freakishly accurate and at emulating the real thing, but it still can't quite replicate the feel of live machines. Matches, not machines. You can't feel every impact or even the slightest shift in motion within VTS.
As you can see, both of us are kitted with the same standard equipment. You have your energy shield for blocking, thrusters for movement.
Please tell me I actually get to play like some sort of like turn-based fucking game in this.
So.
I evaluate my gear and find all the components that he mentioned. Any particular reason? Sorry, he's in his mech right now. Any particular reason why we aren't playing from our personal arsenal?
This will level the playing field. We'll have to win by skill alone.
Trying to see what I'm made of? Show grins.
Remember, you have to use the right tool at the right time. There's usually more than one right move you can make, but you have to think fast.
Middle, bottom, top.
Fuck. What's fuck?
No.
What's the actual fuck?
Middle, bottom, top. Alright, thanks. So, the trick is to react accordingly.
You got it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's do this.
My hands fall naturally into place and grip the controls. I can't stop the smile that spreads across my face as my heart beats faster in anticipation. I've missed this. Eagle shifts into a fighting stance and holds out his gun while Sho activates his thrusters and points his double guns at me. I have to,
Your turn.
evade. I dash out of the way and his attack misses its mark. I equip one of my guns and return fire. He dodges, but my shot still grazes him and he takes some damage. As I boost forward, Sho moves back to keep the distance between us. He shoots again, but his aim is not accurate and I weave away. With my gun in hand, I take aim. Shoot. My aim is true and Sho's shield shimmers as it absorbs the shot. Judging by how deep of a shimmer, it looks like it took a significant amount of damage. Since Sho likes using ranged weapons, I better close the distance and force him into melee battle. I boost forward. Slash. I switch to my sword mid-boost and swing the blade in a high arc. Sho tries to block with his guns, and my sword lands on them with a loud crack. We struggle in a battle of wills, and sweat beads down my face. A louder roar escapes my lips as I channel my strength into my attack and break through Sho's defense. As my sword falls through, Sho's gear goes dark.
Shut up. Shut up.
They should do ones. With the match over, I shut my gear and get back to the ground. After a few minutes, Sho appears.
Not bad. You could definitely hold your own for the qualifiers.
Thanks.
So how did team hunting go?
Not as well as I expected.
Most teams come together over the summer, so they're well prepared for the qualifier.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that last time. Still, I thought there'd be either more new people who hadn't found a team, or more teams with missing members.
Well, my offer still stands.
I don't have another choice, and the qualifier is tomorrow. Sure, I'll join.
Nice.
Sho breaks into his usual grin.
Awesome! Trust me, this is going to be good. Anyway, we'll want to meet up tomorrow before the qualifier to practice. So, what's your number?
We quickly exchange numbers. I'm really tired. So, I guess I should go and get some stuff done.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'll see you later then.
Wait, let's play another match. I need to study, or the pilot's lounge always has something going on.
I didn't.
We haven't. It's gonna be top to bottom.
Two.
I need to study. Bye. As I watch him leave, I decide to head to the library. Yeah, it is now at 2 minutes, or 2 hours, so we're gonna... save with this slot.
Nice.
Alright, that's gonna be where we end it today. Hopefully next time we will actually meet a girl to date.
God, I hope we meet a date.
Anyway.
Unless our boy is a date, in which case that is a date.
I mean, they have gender-neutral pronouns.
That's fair.
Anyway, thank you everybody who came out to today's stream. I've been Paladin Null. This has been CPQ.
Hi.
This has been Ace Academy. I am still currently working on getting my capture card fixed. As soon as that is, I actually...
Eventually.
It has now officially been escalated at Elgato. So this might eventually lead to either getting a new Elgato or at least getting something back from them.
Fun.
No matter the situation,
Donate to our Patreon that we don't have.
if it doesn't get fixed soon, the plan is to get an AverMedia PCIe card and replace my Elgato. Because the AverMedia card does not use drivers, which is the biggest problem that I'm currently facing.
Okay.
And it works directly with OBS, so I'm probably going to end up getting an AverMedia card soon, but we'll see. If they can fix my Elgato card, I'm not going to waste the money. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.